hanging in there.
How may I help you? Gotta move this out the way. Get off of me, spider.
Alexia wants to take you out for dinner.
Yeah. You willow. So here we are back on a different day.
Okay, I'm decent. Hey.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta remember something to keep her clothes on. But hey, welcome back to part 5 of getting this shed built.
Out of 5 million more.
5 million. So we're actually getting started up on a trim, and ooh, man, it's getting dark up in there.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started up on the trim, and then we're going to jump into doing the soffit, and then it should be the roof, right?
Yeah.
All the roof trusses and stuff come after that.
Yep.
Getting the end gables up in. So I don't know. We'll see how far we get today, but we're going to at least do the trim and the gables.
Yes, we are.
All right, let's get to work.
See, look at me. I'm a good holder.
Yeah.
Stop. Look at that. It's looking nice and spiffy. I'm so proud of you. It's okay, because then I'll get a spray gun and then I'll do it like that and it'll be so cute. Oh my gosh.
Oh, to do the big part, but to do the trim, are you painting the trim everything the same color?
No, I don't think so.
It's not being painted the same color. Guess you're gonna have to figure
we'll
out
see.
what that is when the time comes.
Can anyone guess what my favorite color is?
I don't know. I don't know. If you look closely, they might be able to figure it out. The big side. Look, you were right. Can't reach the top. I need that step stool.
Oh, you tell me you're short?
Well, yeah. I'm not short. I'm not a short man.
Okay.
But I do need a step stool. Well, let me throw a couple more nails on this.
No, don't do that. Hanging in there.
Can I help you? Gotta move this out the way. Get off of me, spider.
Alexia wants to take you out for dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what spiders do.
That's what spiders do. That's what spiders do.
Where you going?
I'm getting my nails started.
That a boy.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do. See, she doesn't want to bring me the stepping stool right now, so now I got to move y'all around more often.
That's okay. They like a field trip.
So, as right now, I'm just getting these tacked in. You can see she's up top because these have to be level to the top plate. Getting them tacked in, and then I'll go back around and get them all nailed in.
Hi, guys. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Get it, girl. Okay. I need the step stool in the far,
Yes, you do.
in the corner over yonder, please.
Over yonder.
Over yonder. Well,
Hey, baby.
we're still over here.
We have an issue here.
What's that?
We have a serious issue here.
What? You didn't get the right one.
There's one board that doesn't look right. There's two boards that don't look right. God dangus. Aw, I am so sorry. Sorry, guys.
See what I gotta live with? You didn't read the instructions. You didn't get the right length.
Hey, they all look like sticks to me.
Yeah. She went for the longer ones instead of the thicker ones.
Hey, no. It was the shorter ones. So it was the shorter ones.
They all need to be this length.
No shit, Sherlock.
Keep on digging, Watson.
I didn't see that. Now, are you sure they all have to be that length? Or
Yeah,
maybe...
because there's other trim that goes on the bottom.
Are you sure? Okay. Okay. Because the other ones look like they are the ones.
So what happened, babe?
I love you.
Yeah, I love you too.
I said it. I love you.
So, this board is correct. As you can see, one is longer than the other. Yeah. Someone read the instructions, but didn't read the instructions. So, the two that were here, too short. Those both got to come off. One of them already took off. These two that I've nailed in completely are too short. Those have to come off. And then, well, I guess it's a blessing that I only put in a couple nails just to hold it in while we were doing all of them. Because now this one has to come, well, not that one. That one's good. But this fat one, the 1x4, has to come off. That's why we can't have nice things, Gladys. That's why we can't have nice things.
Hey, be nice to me.
So we'll be right back after we fix up this little
Our boo-boo.
mess up. She did it.
Our boo-boo.
Boom. Just like that, we got it all corrected. This is our last one. Let me pull up my pants so I'm not mooning nobody when I get up here on this stepping stool.
Can you go that way?
Yeah.
You really want to show them your butt? It wiggles. It jiggles. It's our stepping stool. Gotta push it towards you. You got this. I believe in you. Bam. Got it.
It's there.
It is.
Oh.
Wow. You went there.
I thought they had more than one nail in it.
I told you it's only going to have one nail. There it goes.
Oh, Dunskies. So
Time to go.
now we started doing some other trim, and then we started up on a soffit.
So I told my husband he's crooked and crazy. He says the only thing that's crooked and crazy is his wife. Well, it takes one to know one.
You're more crazy than you are crooked.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, what are we doing, babe? What is this?
Soffit.
A soffit. Okay. You know, there's so many pieces to this thing that I don't know if I want to do this again.
Yeah, right. Give me another full piece, please.
Oh, yeah. So, I'm heading him over some siding that's going in the roof, I guess. Yeah. Shedding is not easy. Shedding. How, babe? That's our word for the day. Shedding is not easy.
Yeah.
That's our wording, our saying. Yeah, I think that's going to be our title. Because this ain't easy.
A beginner can do this, but
Sheesh.
I would advise you having some type of building experience if you plan on doing it.
Okay. But damn, yep, you're not straight at all. That is not straight. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the inside. Whee, his shenanigans. Sorry. Alrighty. Here he is. Don't worry, he ain't going nowhere. Yeah. Hammering away. I'll show you another angle so you don't have to see his butt.
I ain't got a butt.
Bear with me, you're about to see the floor. And it ain't pretty. Whee!
I ain't got no butt.
You're like, well, Gladys, I can't see nothing but him hammering. What's going on here? Well, what is he hammering? So, don't get scared, but there's a friend in there. Can you see that friend? Look. A friend just for you.
I see.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Just what I don't want. Well, he's about to get mad.
Yeah.
Okay, he's on the outside.
He's on the outside now? You kicked him out? Damn, you evicted him as soon as we got him in? Now, how are we going to...
No, he's on the outside of the building.
I was going to say, how are we going to collect rent?
I know, all these freeloaders.
Whatever. You're so dumb.
Yeah, all these freeloaders around here.
Whatever. Yeah, all these bugs and everything.
That panel's thicker than that panel.
What'd you say? What panel's thicker than what? Oh, that panel right there? Yeah. I see.
See how it's a hair thicker?
Yeah. Thick as your hair. Wait, you ain't got no hair.
No.
I cut it off. Sorry, guys. Y'all are probably feeling all nausea up there while I'm moving y'all around. You see, this is a drone. It's a wannabe drone.
I got a drone. I just don't use it. I know.
It's Gladys with a stick.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm doing a pretty good job. Hopefully I'm getting you. I don't know.
I don't know. I need another piece though. This one's gonna have to be cut, which we already knew. So hand me a full piece, and then I'll.
Can I go get the cut piece?
No, because that other cut piece gets used on the other side.
Oh, okay.
It says that you trim off the full piece.
Here you go. Woo! All right, I'm gonna sit y'all down so y'all don't get sick.
Because I'm gonna set it here, and then scribe.
Him and his shenanigans. The wind is nice. It's picking up. Yeah.
Oh, there's my scribe line right there.
Time to go cut, I take it. Time to take you on an adventure again. Over this. Bloop, 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 bloop. Make sure Gladys doesn't fall on her butt. And I'm trying to follow. Don't mind the mess. We are going to clean it up and burn it. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's a mess everywhere.
Give me 1 sec. I need the
Square. Forgot your square.
Good old Swanson Speed Square. Phew. So, and I have my saw set to basically the depth of this a little bit more. And I don't mind if I'm cutting into my sawhorse because it's sacrificial, right?
That's what it's meant to be for.
What it's meant to do. And I know that that is the side that's going up onto the wall. So my cut side is on this side of the line.
Okay.
I come over.
You did it.
Hold it so it don't fall. Having a nice sharp saw blade, you're not going to worry about having chips. And
Are you going to take that other piece just in case?
Nope, that's going to stay there.
How about the square?
I will take the square though. That one's going to be junk.
Or so you think.
So I think. Yeah, I know.
How are you putting a square in your butt? Or
I know, right?
lack thereof.
Hydration break.
Okay. Hydration. Woo.
There's one of the black dirt dauber thing.
kid's project.
Looks great.
Come on.
Come on!
Here with the program.
Come on, short stack.
I am short. Jeez. I'm short.
I know you're short.
That's my wood, but I don't want it.
Flat piece,
yeah,
flat
yeah,
back there,
yeah.
not underneath it. Which this is going to be kind of interesting because that header. Unless you want me to do my side first.
Okay, whatever.
Rather screw that side, screw down the top of the door. You're probably going to have to go to the other side of the ladder. All right, guys and gals. So we got the end gables up. You just saw us put up that last one. And then I also got two of the trusses already set over here, which I need to get this braced off and finish. So the 2x4, because obviously some of the bracing, that we use for bracing is what goes up there. And it goes basically on top of the wall as sill plate or tie plate. It's not a sill plate, it's a tie plate. That way I can get all, so I need to basically fill from here to here. And then same thing on this side, you know, fill from here to here. And even if there's a little bit of gaps, it's fine. We can come back and fill that in with some filler, some foam filler. Because if you come out to the outside, you'll see with the blocks, right? Because that doesn't come all the way out to the edge of your soffit. Because there's another 2x4 block that's gonna go, basically you screw in, you know, from the block underneath from the soffit. And then everything is attached. So basically what that block is going to be for is for the trim. So you can see we have the trim pieces here, kind of like this trim here, but that's going to go. So you have a place to nail in that trim, and there's going to be a block basically at every single truss. Right. So, but I'm going to go ahead and get these. So obviously we did this kind of differently than what the book calls for because we're using the house wrap. Okay, so I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna get all of this house wrap tied together, and once I'm done with that and I get these end gables braced off, I can go ahead and grab our panels to install onto there. And obviously I'm gonna have to do that from the ladder, but it's easier obviously with the house wrap and all that, how we're doing it, to do it when it's already on a building, vice trying to do it down here and then trying to lift the whole thing up there and tie in all this house wrap to each other. So that's kind of hard to do, but all right, less yakking and more taping, I guess.
She's like, do you want us to give her a shot, or do you want to take home the pills to put in her mouth for nausea. I think it's there, babe.
Yeah, well, it's almost like the laps, you know, like this one is sitting on this, but it's not, because I set it up there and scooted it. All right, got all of the truss hangers in. And then you guys have seen I'd already finished that outside wall. And so now I'm just going through and doing this. I'll probably end up doing that wall over there tomorrow. But for you guys, it'll be like... And just like that, power and magic, here we are on another day. It's actually already the afternoon because I had to take care of some stuff in the morning. Gladys also had an appointment. She's actually still out. So you can see behind me, I was able to get all the rafters and stuff hung up. Well, they're inside the building, but they're not up and in place. So I woke up this morning. Actually, the back was a little sore. Muscles were really tight in my legs, and I know that's what attributes to a lot of my lower back pain, is just having really tight muscles. I take the muscle relaxers, I do the stretches that I need to do, but things still happen, right? So I'm going to wait on those, but I can get into doing the wrap over here, getting this all situated, getting the panels and stuff ready to go up. I'm also going to wait on that. I'm not going to do any type of major lifting today with having a sore back until I can have an extra set of hands around to help me out. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get this wrap knocked out. And then, hopefully by then, Gladys will be home where she can possibly help me today get these things up in place. If not, there's always tomorrow. So let's go ahead and throw you guys a time lapse. We'll get this knocked out quick. And then, who knows? We'll see what happens later. Okay, so I basically got that done. I do want to throw a little bit more tape up because I had noticed when Gladys was putting this together that it didn't really have that much of an overlap on this tape seam right here. So I just want to make sure that that is on there really good. I'm not too worried about this because most of our rain comes from that direction. So this side of the building is really not going to get hit by that much rain. But as I was pulling these panels out, I noticed something. So this is the left side panel. And I know I said I wasn't going to lift anything, but these actually aren't that heavy. I'm not going to put them up on a building. I'm just putting them over here. So this lap here, left side, is on the bottom. So basically the other middle panel sits on top of this. So I went and looked at the panel. I was like, all right, left side of the panel, that's good. It's going to sit on top of that other panel. Looks great. And then this side of the panel is the back to where this panel here should be sitting on the right hand side of that. But then whenever you look how they cut that for this one, it's the same lap. So they're both in the back, and that's not good because that means it's not going to overlap. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to basically cut those off, or at least cut one side off here, and then I'm going to have to try to find a piece, I don't know, something off of the scrap pile or whatever, just to be able to fill that in, which stinks because this is the door side. Obviously, it's the big door side. It's considered the front. We do eventually plan on putting a door over here along with some windows. But for that, we're going to have to build a door because this wall height is obviously shorter than what a standard door would fit. And I know for our rough opening, so, well, let's go measure it out quick. All right, so basically the opening of this door would be the same as what the other door is. You can see I'm 5'10", and my head is like almost right at it. So anybody taller than me is gonna have to duck. But we would need, and this is a rough opening, so that means the door is gonna be even smaller, is a 72.25, right? And so that's height-wise to be able to get a header in over on that side. So that's also a load-bearing wall. So even though it's a smaller shed, it's still considered a load-bearing wall. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, so I think I came up with a solution to our problem. And because the front of this building, which is where the door is, this is considered the front, and then the back side do not get finished out the same up here at the gable. So this one actually extends past to where you have like a little bit of an overhang because of the door. So with that, you're going to end up having 2x4s get basically attached up here to the top, and same thing over here at the side. So if my side doesn't go all the way completely flush over here, it's fine because it's going to get covered up. But I do want to cover this seam. But to do that, I'm going to have to modify that piece. So let's go check it out. Okay, so that little tab that's on there like this, basically cut that flush. And then, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's a little ridge right here. And measuring that across is basically what I need to make. And I also took my saw and I set the depth of it to be basically the same as that, from the face down to how deep that is. And I probably could have went just a hair more, which I might do that. And then I took the measurement from the end over to kind of see like how wide I needed it to be. And then from that line, I measured over to make a mark to kind of put like a little fence here, held it down, and then ran across just to be able to get my shoulder of where that's going to be. And then now I'm just going to take my saw and basically make a bunch of cuts across just to try to get that smoothed out the best I can. If I got to come back and clean it up with a chisel, then I will. But let's go ahead and cut out the rest of this. And that's about it. I think I'll go ahead and clean that up with a chisel. But I gotta go find it first. All cleaned up. Now all that's left to do is go install it. Alright, so I got the panel installed. The seam looks good. Looks like the others. And it really does not, I mean, it's not flush by maybe 3/8 of an inch. Like I said, all that's going to get covered anyway. So, manufacturing defects. Gotta love it. All right, folks, we're back here with a brand new day. And, I mean, for y'all, it's just like that. But for me, not so much. I actually had to start a different project because I had to wait an extra day just to be able to get an extra set of hands, which is fine. No problem with that. He should be on his way here shortly. But I have other things that I can do before getting these put up into place for the rafters that are already there. And that's installing the Soffit blocks that's used for putting up the trim and such on the outside before the roof sheathing. Well, after, right? Before, after. No, it should go before putting up the roof sheathing. But you're wanting to make sure that you're using a straight edge on each rafter. That way you know how high up that trim needs to go. That way it's basically going to touch the plywood, right? All right. Well, without further ado, let's go install some blocks. I'm so short. I'm not even that short. Yeah, I need a stepping stool. Bit. Avery. This magnetic holder isn't very magnetic-y anymore. Alright, so just a suggestion whenever you're putting in your rafter, because you do have to put a block up here at the end, and like this one, it just barely hangs over. That'll be okay. But this one, because you're putting it right up here next to the rafter, and it hangs over just a little too much. So I'll kind of show you, because basically the same thing happened to the back one too. Just whenever you're setting those up there, I would suggest grabbing one of your 2x4 blocks that you're using for the blocking up here like this. We ended up using the blocks that came with a kit for making the inner walls studs, but I ended up grabbing a smaller block like this. Even though it doesn't touch the rafter, that's fine because it's only there for holding trim, right? That's it. So, but like I said, I would suggest you having that block handy whenever you're installing those rafters. That way you can get it exactly where it's supposed to go. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break here in this video just to talk about our sponsor for today, and that sponsor is us. We're our own sponsor. We're actually part of Bonfire. Yes, we do sell our own merchandise, and we'd really, really love you guys to go check out our store. That link is always down in every video description. It's greatly appreciated. I can always pin it to the top comment as well if you would prefer that. But we definitely appreciate you guys helping us out. And also, not only do we have a merch store, we have a second channel. We've actually had it for quite a while. It's just a daily vlog channel. You get a little behind the scenes. So if you did not know that we had a second channel, go check it out. That link is also down in the description, but I can also put it right here. It's the Daily Scuttlebutt with IFF. If you don't know what scuttlebutt means, it's a Navy term. Check it out. But anyway, let's get back to the build, y'all. I do believe the cavalry has arrived. I can hear him pulling in. Who could it be? Big yellow monster. All right, so my second set of hands has showed up on the hill. We're gonna get stuff set up and go ahead and get these last set of trusses in, and then start throwing some decking up. And then that's about it until we can get the rest of the roofing, because we don't have that materials yet. Yeah, you should be able to stand them up without having to stand on anything. I'm gonna have to come my way. Your way? Yeah, that feels good right there. Yeah. Come your way, quarter inch. Yep. I feel good right there? Yeah, I'm good. Then I realized how much I hate bugs. Yeah. Come your way, quarter inch. A little more, yeah. So good right there. Alright. You good on your side? I'm out like a hair, but in there, probably close enough. Yeah.
If it was easy, everybody would do it. That's what I tell the girls. That's what I tell the girls.
All right, all the blocking is done on this side. Minus, well, I still got to do one small one over here. So I guess I can go find a small one. And then Drew's finishing up the last 3 blocks over here. They die. Yep. That's my second battery. That means they're both dead. All right. I do have another drill. I'll be on one side, you can be on the other.
Yeah. It's money, man. It's just money.
Yeah. If I line this one up over here, it'll be fine. Just hold that quick.
I'll do that one first.
You holding them?
I'll hold it for you because I had to hold it up. Now I can help out with the level part.
I think it's good.
Yep.
All right, we got the trim up on both sides. I'm not too worried about this trim right just yet. I can worry about that after the fact. But while I got the help, we're gonna go ahead and get some of these sheets up on the roof. So, all right, let's start putting up some sheathing.
Let's take it real slow. You know we got what you need, baby. So take it, move along. I said we got what you need, honey. Come and groove along. Come on. Rolling on the highway, you know. Wow. Come on.
the sheets are up there. Not 100% nailed in because, oops, bad me. Let's go see what happened. So what had happened was, you guys remember where I showed you guys adjusting that ridge with the strap? Well, guess what's still up there? The strap. So that screw's still up there and the strap. So I'm gonna have to cut that out with a Sawzall and I'll get back up there because I've got a lot more nails that has to go in this thing anyway. But definitely appreciate you, Drew. Love your brother for coming. Definitely a super big help. Oh my God. Definitely would not have gotten it done without him. And it's looking good.
Yeah.
I think I'll go ahead and call it for this part. I don't know, what are we on, part 6 now, something like that. But anyway, I definitely appreciate y'all following the journey, and I'm pretty sure everyone that watches us also follows Drew. But you can give yourself a quick shout out. Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Texas. I moved to Arkansas about 5 years ago. Channel name is Drew's Lens, and my name is Drew. But yeah, I just live up the road from them, and they asked for help, and I said, let's go. So,
Let's go.
yep.
So yeah, definitely appreciate it. Go check him out if you don't know anything about his channel. Great content, y'all. So we definitely appreciate you guys. And without further ado, last but not least, remember to always thank a veteran at every chance you get, not only
I don't know what I'm saying.
on Veterans Day.
Oh yeah, on Veterans Day.
And we'll see you on the next one.
See you guys.
Later, y'all.